You have nothing to say about the summary executions or enforced disappearances of more than 100 former Afghan security personnel, the hundreds of people who were evicted from their homes. Your administration said we must strengthen and stabilize the current government for the sake of the people of Afghanistan. Why would you, a self-declared Democrat, want to strengthen a government that was and still is repressing and brutalizing so many people in Afghanistan? That's what people in the West find difficult to understand.
Tim, first of all, as the Prime Minister of the country, my top priority is people of Pakistan. What is good for them? What is good for our people is peace in Afghanistan. There's been 40 years of conflict in Afghanistan. And whenever there's a conflict in Afghanistan, it spills over into Pakistan's tribal areas. And so we then face destabilization in the northwestern border. So therefore, I mean, it's not up to me to start moralizing about other countries.
Why not?
Right
You
now,
don't have any principles?
no, there are principles, but when you talk about foreign policy of a country, and let me tell you, the Western countries right now, our democracy is being dismantled in front of their eyes. Is there one statement against it? I mean, they talk about when something happens in Hong Kong, they blame China for being anti-democratic, or Russia, or Uyghurs in China.
About which you've
Is
said
there
nothing. About which you've said
any
nothing.
statement against Pakistan dismantling of our democracy? Up 10,000 people in jail, the sort of victimization going on, and total clampdown on media. So is there any statement by anyone? Because it's not in their interest. So the countries, the Western countries, look to their own interests. In Kashmir, there is total violation of human rights. Is there any condemnation? No, because India is a strategic ally, a bulwark against China. So don't ask countries like us, who have 100 million vulnerable people in this country, 50 million below the poverty line, 50 million just above it. This is our priority. So they usually ask me, give statement against Uyghurs or what China doing, or the Ukraine-Russian conflict. We can't afford these moral statements, because our statements could affect people going below the poverty line in this country.
All right.
So I'm, as a Prime Minister, this was my priority, rather than talk against all the wrongs being done in this world.